How can you learn faster and avoid wasting time studying things that you're not going to apply? In this video, I'm going to share a framework with you that I learned from one of my role models, Jim Quick, about how to learn fast. So, how do you learn fast? It's an acronym. The F stands for forget. In order to learn fast, there are three things you need to forget. Number one, forget what you already know about the subject. Forget about whatever you're about to study because most people don't learn fast because they think they already know the topic. And so forget firstly what you already know. Your mind is like a parachute. It works best when it's open. Two, forget whatever is not urgent and important. Your brain is really not good at multitasking. I'm not sure if you noticed, but if you're trying to do a bunch of things at once, you end up not doing all of them at a high level. And so if you forget what's not truly important or urgent, you are able to be more focused on the present moment. You'll be able to get more out of your learning and implement it in a more salient way. The third thing you want to forget is your limiting beliefs. If you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. Forget about the beliefs and the thoughts you have in your mind about what you cannot do, what you cannot learn, how you're stuck. Forget about these three things momentarily until you go through what you're learning, and you will be a lot better equipped to absorb the information. So, what's the A stand for? The A stands for active. Learning is not a sport. Do you remember being back in school and sitting down and enjoying the teacher just talk on and on about a certain topic? What was the emotion that you were feeling most of the time? Boredom, right? You were bored. Boredom is not a state you want to be in when you're learning. You want to be in an active state. And so sit as you would. I just spilled my coffee. Sit as you would if you were energized. And think about what you would do with the content. How can you be more active in your learning? You can sit up straight, get a good posture, take notes. How can you be more active? Take notes, ask good questions. That would make you more active in your learning. The S stands for state. Your state is kind of like a snapshot of your mood and the body in the moment. It's how you are at the moment. And so if you're in a state of boredom, you're like this, you're hunched over, you're not going to be as effective or as open to the information, as receptive to the information. So state is about, again, your breathing, your posture. State and active go hand in hand. Active is more about what you're doing with the information. State is more like how your body is. So how can you improve your state to be more energized? Think about what you're going to do with the information. How can you apply the information? Sit straight. Make sure you're breathing deeply through your belly. And your state, the way you're sitting, will make sure you get more out of it. Stay hydrated as well. That's another thing that contributes to a good state. And lastly, if you want to cut your learning curve in half, T is for teach. Teach it to somebody else. If I get to teach something, I get to learn it twice. And what's even better is that you get this framework, you pass it on to somebody else, you share it with somebody else, and they're able to apply it to improve their life. So to learn fast, remember, forget your limitations, what you already know, and what's not urgent and important. What does A stand for? Can you remember? Active. Learning is not a spectator sport. You want to take notes, you want to ask questions, you want to be present. You want to be moving around too. If it helps you to visualize, if it helps you to create your own models. For me, I find that taking notes and asking questions are powerful ways to be active. State. How are you sitting? Are you paying attention to what's going on? S stands for state. And T stands for what? Teach. If you get to teach something, you get to learn it twice. I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you inside the course.